this is really simple. This is really, really, really simple. It's not complicated. It's so simple, we keep missing it all the time. We keep missing it. I don't know how to make it any clearer. I really don't. No. Yeah. This beingness that everybody sitting here is currently experiencing, not that there's an everybody, there's no one there, but this beingness isn't the me. Simple. Well, now see why it isn't. That's all. Holy shit, just see why it isn't the me. Why it can't be the me. How complicated is that?
It's not. It's not. You know, it's not.
It's not.
You know, I've been chasing my own tail for years, and it was only through listening to you, and it never, until listening to you, it never occurred to me that I'd never understood that thoughts can't experience, and that was a blow to the bowels.
And when you look at that, it's so obvious. A thought can't experience. It's so, it's so obvious.
There's no margin for doubt. It's just
none. Can the thought, I really love the taste of apples, taste an apple? What the hell's it talking about then when it says that?
It's talking about nothing, because
it's a lie. It's not true.
Anything. It's not true.
Correct. You know why it says it though? Because mind is also saying, what I am is this beingness. Only the mind is saying that. And me is the beingness.
It's kind of taken the beingness hostage in a way, isn't it? It's
totally hijacked it. It's like a parasite. The beingness is the host, and mind is the parasite. Sounds nasty. I don't mean it to sound nasty, but until I think of a better way of putting it, it's like that.
No. I mean, I think that's a good description. I mean, when you think about, I mean, it destroys bodies, doesn't it? Through addiction, thoughts.
Been there.
That's how serious it is.
Yeah,
it will slay you.
Yeah. Yep. See, people that suffer from chronic addictions, I was one of them. You know, the story goes, I can't cope with how I feel. So we'll use a drug or alcohol or whatever it is, to change the beingness. And a drug or alcohol does change the beingness. It does. There's an alteration of the beingness. The only thing is, the me that thought it was the beingness was never the beingness. The beingness didn't need saving or altering or changing or correcting or being modified at all. And then the beingness changes after having the drug, and the me goes, oh, that's better. Like the me's experiencing the beingness. And it's not.
But that's really sinister.
It's total, yeah. But not. It's actually okay. Yeah, it's actually okay. Everybody has difficulty sitting with themselves. Everyone has difficulty sitting with, effectively they're saying, I have difficulty sitting with the beingness. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the beingness whatsoever, like zero. Just the mind's got this big elaborate bullshit story going on about the beingness. That's all.
I see that.
That's all. And it's not the trick there, and this is important, it's not you that's got the elaborate story going on. The elaborate story is just going on. Stop taking it to be you and your story. It's not you and your story. And it's certainly not you that's aware of the story. You as in the me.
Yeah.
The personal entity.
Yeah.
That's not there. So we can't call it an entity.
No. It really is that it's that thought that says,
yep,
that's me.
Yep.
That's my thought.
Yep. Worse, yeah, it's the thought that says, I am this beingness. And the beingness is me. And if the thought process is, set up in such a way as the thoughts are saying, oh, I feel really sad, or I feel really, really depressed. Depressed. I feel really depressed. If mind takes the beingness to be itself, then it's going to believe it's feeling depressed. Why? Because the story is saying I'm feeling depressed. That's all. Man, that's all that's happening. There's no such thing.
It kind of applies to everything then, doesn't it? It
Yep.
applies to.
Yep. It does. It does. Which is what I mean when I say, holy shit, nothing happened.
Mm-hmm. And nothing that ever was thought was true.
Correct.
And nothing that ever was said was true.
Correct.
So the whole thing is bullshit, really, isn't it?
Yep.
The whole.
Yep. Yep. Big elaborate story going on. This big, huge, elaborate story going on. And part of the story is, it's my story, which is just part of the story. It's my story. It's my story is in the story. Me is here is in the story. I'm stuck, I'm sad, I'm whatever is in the story. In the complete absence of the story, the absolute complete absence of the story, you and everything disappears. What are you left with then? Just this.
This.
Where are you? Right here.
Here.
It's hilarious. Seriously, it's hilarious. Everybody is, you can't even say that, but everyone's walking around asleep, dreaming. Everybody thinking they're awake, and they're not.
That's mad.
Then when that waking, if you like, occurs, there's no one, there's no person here, there's no persons out there. The mind stops creating all that stuff about stuff. There's not even stuff. Jesus, how do you explain it? It's just clear, clean, empty, yet magnificent. The only word that comes to mind is love. But it's not. It's not what mind thinks love is. Not by any stretch. Mind's interpretation of love is conditional. What would unconditional love actually mean? No condition. No condition. Just a pure expression of, with no condition. That means a tsunami's okay, a volcano's okay, where people get wiped out. Like, no, the mind grabs a hold of that and goes, that doesn't sound like love to me. Of course it would say that. It's free.
Free.
Just free.
Good word.
All is okay. And yet there's nobody here to even own all is okay. It just is.
Oh.
All that's got to be seen through is the story. The story is the content of the dream. And the personal self is in the dream. Your actual real self is that has always been here, and that remains when the dream's over. That remains. that remains. Just because the me stops being produced, it doesn't mean you're going to die, fall off the chair, you know. It's not even calling it the death of a me. I mean, it sounds scary. You know, it's not the death of them. There's never been one there. There's not a me there to die. This is really, 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 really simple. It's really simple. It's so simple, it keeps being missed. It's so simple.
Yeah. Oh.
The way through, if I can even put it that way, I just did, what the hell, is coming to see what you're not. Boom.